Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Tay Talks Positivity. This is your girl Tay, ready to help you get your week started with some positive vibes and good energy. This week's affirmation is I will be conscious of others' intentions. Now, I was talking with a coworker of mine the other day, and when he approached me, I could tell that something was bothering him. Usually, try my best not to get into anyone's personal business, but something told me to ask him how his day was going. Now, he could have done what we usually do when someone asks us about our day and how it's going. He could have just simply said, "It's going all right, everything's good." But for some reason, he felt that he can open up to me and vent to me about what was bothering him. He was telling me about how uncomfortable some of the other people we work with would make him feel when he entered a room. They would be in the midst of a conversation and wouldn't acknowledge him when he came in, or he was telling me how he felt as if he would try to give any input on what they were talking about. He felt like he would get his feelings hurt. So he would just sit there quietly and stay to himself. Now, at first, I thought that maybe he was overreacting. Sometimes, when people are in the midst of a conversation, especially if that conversation is deep, they really don't pay attention to everything else that was going on around them. Then I asked myself, did he say hello or good morning to either of them when he walked in a room? Now, the way I was raised is when you walk in a room, you're the one that speaks and greets the people that are already there. Would they really intentionally ignore him, especially if he did greet them when he approached them? Why would he feel like he would get his feelings hurt if he decided to take part in a conversation they were having? I was wondering if he was just in his feelings and judging the encounter with his emotions and just overreacting. But for some reason, I found myself telling him that you can always tell a person's intentions by the way they react in certain situations. If he had interjected in the conversation just once, he would have been able to see what they really thought of him, or if they were intentionally ignoring him. In order to realize what people's intentions are, we have to interact with them. Just going off what we think about them without experiencing firsthand, when we allow our emotions to judge a situation, and sometimes when we allow our emotions to take precedence over the things that we do and the people that we encounter, we tend to see those things with a clouded vision. We jump to assumptions, so to speak. Now, I'm not saying to not allow your emotions to guide you, because there will be situations in life where your emotions will be the final source when it comes to your decision making. The more I sit here and think about it, the two of them might actually work together hand in hand. But I sat and talked with him for a while and was basically telling him how I'm the type of person that I can read a person's vibes, and when I feel like a person's not genuine, I tend to shy away from allowing them within my aura, so to speak. And he told me that I was s- someone that he felt as though was genuine and someone that he can come to and confide in, and not worry about being judged or not worry about anything he said to me going back to someone else. And that's that's just the type of person I am. I keep things that a person asks me to keep to myself. I'm one of those people that I try to be what I want others to be for me, if that makes any sense. And it's crazy because the person that he was referring to with the situation, I ended up having an interaction with uh, a little while later. And it's crazy because I saw exactly what he meant. Because this person, when I usually see them, they're always upbeat, hi, good morning, how you doing? And trying to carry on in a conversation. But for some reason, the one day I walked into work and that person was standing there. They I said good morning as usual, because like I said, I was raised when you're the one that enters a room, you're the one that speaks. So I said good morning, and it was almost as if the person just was like, uh-huh, good morning. Like they really didn't want to be bothered. Now I know I didn't do anything because where I work, I'm literally secluded to myself. I have my own little area. If they see me, it's real quick in passing. That's it. Um, but it got me thinking back to what I was talking to with my other coworker. Like I can see where the uncomfortableness came in for him because that person's aura just wasn't inviting. It wasn't warm. It kind of felt like stay out of my space, which you ain't got to tell me stay out your space because my space is my space and I don't need to be in anybody else's aura that doesn't want me to be there. So I sympathize and I empathize with him in that situation. And I later shared with him the experience, and we both kind of just came to the conclusion that you can tell when a person is genuine. You can tell when a person is, like we say now, 100. And you can choose whether or not to deal with a person based off of the intentions they show you. We can't sit back and assume. We have to put ourselves in those situations. Just like I didn't sit up and assume that the person he had an issue with was like that, because I never really experienced anything until later on that helped me understand more what he was saying. So, my goal for this week is to pay close attention to other people's intentions. Now, we've spoke about how we don't want to allow people into our lives that aren't going to have our best interest at heart and who aren't going to be there in a positive light. I was listening to Keep It Positive, Sweetie, and it was the episode with Eva on there. And the one thing that she said that stuck out to me was that she only allowed people with light around her. Like, in other words, people with good intentions and people who brung positivity to her life. And that's something that I want to try my best to make sure that I do. I'm going to try my best to realize what other people's intentions are before I allow them into my life, because I'm not trying to have to clean out my refrigerator again. I want It's okay to be selective about those that we allow into our space, because at the end of the day, that's a form of self-care. You want to be able to protect your peace and protect what you have going on in your life, because if you just letting any and everybody in there, like we've said many a times before, not everybody has the best intentions for you. Some people are actually selfish and they want you in their life for whatever benefit they can get from you. So repeat after me. I will be conscious of others' intentions. I will be conscious of others' intentions. I will be conscious of others' intentions. I, as always, am happy to do this and have you guys come in and listen to what I have to say. I know you don't have to, but trust and believe me when I say I appreciate you guys tuning in and keeping the numbers going up each and every week. I am so, so, so happy that this podcast is something that people look forward to. So, as always, I'm going to let you get your week started, and I hope that you yourself will set a goal and be conscious of the people that you allow into your lives as well. Now, just in case something negative tries to come along and sour up your mood, remember to always let your light and your aura of positivity shine bright, because you never know, that person just might need that positivity and that light that you carry with you to ignite that flame in their life. Now, you guys have a great day. Have a great week. Until next time, this is your girl Tay. Always remember, affirm it, apply it, and achieve it.